What's up, this Cashbags 50, and I'm on the Black House with Dreamshot Vision.
I was as young as hell and I lost you to the streets.
All right, we got Cashbags 50 on the Black Couch with us today. How you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Sure. Let everybody know where you from.
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, east side of Cleveland, Harvard Avenue. Not claiming it, but you know, that's where I grew up, born and raised. Yeah.
For sure. What was life like over there for you on Harvard?
Shit, it was cool growing up as a kid. Everybody played with each other, grew up together, and then, you know, as you grew up, shit started happening. Niggas jumped off the porch, all type of shit, so, yeah, though.
For sure. Coming up, what would you say like the most trouble you ever been in was?
Man, most trouble was probably just getting caught with my brother going into abandoned houses. I wasn't into too much type of other shit though. I always was like locked into the school type shit. My brother was more into the streets, and he probably wanted me on that path though. He ain't never want me, you know, running around being hot and shit. So.
Was your brother older than you or?
Yeah, he was older than me. Yeah, for sure. He was 20 when he got shot and shit.
All right, so you said your brother got shot. Could you go in a little more detail about that?
Like I said, man, growing up, you know, we in poverty. So niggas, you know what I'm saying, niggas wanted to have money. You know, we was in poverty. We wasn't really getting nothing. So my brother kind of was just into the streets, and that's pretty much how it all started. You know, he started messing with the drugs and all that type of shit. You know how that go. And man, basically, we was just in a house, you know what I'm saying, cooling, and then you just hear 7 gunshots from around the corner. And I'm just in the house, man. My mom was just on the phone. She was just on the phone with him, man. And then we heard the gunshots, and she just knew, like, she knew something was up, because she just got off the phone with him. And she called his phone, and it went to voicemail. So, man, somebody just came over, like, yeah, Mike just got shot. And that fucked us up, though, man. We went over there. He was up, though, like, he was trying to push up and everything. They sitting him down, you know what I'm saying? But we got to the hospital. He ain't make it.
Would you say that was like your most traumatizing experience?
Definitely, though. And then I lost my dad a couple months after that, less than a year after that. So we've been through it, you know what I'm saying? We've been through it, so it gotta be the most traumatizing thing. Every time I hear a gunshot, though, you know what I'm saying? It's just traumatized, just take you back, for sure.
Did your father pass from gunshot wound too?
No, my father had a little problem with his blood pressure. They couldn't get him right. But I was a young nigga, so 16, lost my brother, I was 15, you know what I'm saying? And lost my dad, I was 16. And high school, early though.
Right. How old are you now?
I'm 22.
What age would you say things started changing for you?
Probably when I turned 21, and when I dropped my tape, man, niggas was just like, knowing I was always into the music since I was young though, like, call me corny if you want, but it's whatever. Like, I was singing, like I was in the boy choir and shit, and I was doing performances at the Q, at mansions, all type of shit, and then you seen me in the gospel choirs. I was into all that shit, so I started fucking with the music, and that's when my life just really changed though, because I was using it as my outlet. So what really happened was I made a song, and I was just sitting, and I'm like, hey bro, I made this. I told my brother Vaughn, shout out my boy Vaughn, I let him know, like, hey bro, I just made a song, I just want you to hear it, type shit. And he heard it, and he like, hey bro, what the fuck? Like, what is you doing? Like, we gotta drop this. So that's how it all started. When I dropped, my life started to change. People started to like look up to me and see my story though.
Who introduced you to the studio when you made your first song?
I gotta say, my cousin Bo introduced me to the studio, because when I was growing up, I always seen them rapping, always seen them in the studio making songs, and they knew I could sing and I could do rapping and shit. So sometimes they'd throw me into some of their songs, but I never went to the studio with them, but I was writing them choruses, all type of shit. Yeah, so.
Sure. So your first time going to the studio, how did that happen? Like, how did that come about?
Man, it really was just like I wanted to do it because I already had songs written in my phone from, you know, everything that was going on traumatic in my life. So I always been writing. You know what I'm saying? I put a choice between like I was either gonna write a book or I was gonna make music. So I always had stories in my phone about myself. So one day I just got up and was like, man, I just want to try something. And it was a step I took before I decided to write a book. So I hit the studio. I was nervous for sure, but everything turned out good.
So what did you want to do before music came about? Like, what had your attention?
What had my attention probably was business and school for real, because that's pretty much where everybody tell you growing up. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a family where, you know, none of my brothers and my sisters, they all went to college. My sister, my brother, one of my brothers graduated. So my mom was just expecting me to go to school and graduate. So that probably was, you know, in my biggest interest, because I want to always see my mom happy though, because, you know, when you see your mom go through something traumatic like that, you know, you want to do everything you can for her and show her something different. So I was trying to follow what she wanted me to do.
So did you have like a career choice, a career goal that you wanted?
Not necessarily though. I was just into management. So any type of management, whatever it is, I'm still in school to this day, but anything with management, whether it's a restaurant, a corporation, anything with leading people and having them follow me.
How would you describe the type of music you make?
I would describe it as genuine. You don't see too many people coming out the city, you know, talking about something that's real and like a real story, you know what I'm saying? So I just basically express myself to the beat, you know what I'm saying? So it's genuine. Everything that I say out my mouth is true. It's part of me, you know what I'm saying?
So what is like your creative process when you go to the studio? Everything wrote down already, or you freestyling sometimes?
It's like 50-50 though, because I might write something and everybody that write, you get writer's block. So you might be writing something, you feeling in, and then you be like, oh, I'll just get that in there when I get to the studio. So even when I get in the studio, I'm still in there like, let me punch this in, let me punch that in. You know what I'm saying? It's not all written down and just laid out right there.
So did you come up off like YouTube beats, just finding beats on YouTube? Or?
Oh, for sure. For sure. YouTube was home because I had a cousin, Double R Mar. He a producer, up and coming producer that we started doing the thing at the same time, and we told ourselves that we was about to go crazy with it. And he started making beats, but I was already into like the grabbing beats off YouTube, all type of shit. Like everybody do the YouTube thing. But me and Mar gonna lock in for sure with, you know, I mean, you be using his beats and we gonna create our own sound in the city.
For sure. So, you got any collaborations you looking to do in the near future?
Man, I've been trying to get some collabs with Cray, Shakir Naru, Reno 250, for sure, EJ Rose. All them people that I feel like I listen to them a lot out the city. No Love China too, he hard. I listen to all them people out the city, man. And I be trying to I be listening to them and trying to relate. And I wanted them to be on my projects for sure. They hard.
With everything that you've been through life, what is one message you would give to your fans?
One message I get to my fans would be, don't ever stop doing whatever it is that you want to do. Like, despite everything that's going on the outside or on the inside, you know what I'm saying? I've been through the depression, so anybody that's going through depression, man, I just give it to you, like, don't give up. Like, you can beat it, though.
What would you say, like, the best advice given to you was from somebody else?
The best advice given to me was kind of stemming back to what I was saying, was just be yourself. Man, like, people gonna fuck with you more just off being genuine and being yourself rather than trying to be something that you're not. And that's something that unfortunately like we gotta go through in our city, man. People just saying they about this and saying they about that, and they really not like that, you know. So I try to keep genuine people around me, man. So ever since I heard that, I just focus myself on being genuine and real.
For sure. So once you started rapping or whatnot, I know things can be a little rocky in the beginning. Your views ain't how they should be or how you would want them to be. What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated?
Actually, man, like it was weird because this is something I kind of should pop my shit on some more. But I'm real humble. I'm a humble dude. But like, man, when I dropped, like it was something. I did 30K on my first project. Like, so it's still. I never was to the point where I was like, damn, like ain't nobody fucking with my shit because I seen success from the beginning. So now it's really just about finding ways to connect more people. So like, if I did 30K on my first tape, then I'm definitely expecting to do 30K or better on my next. You know what I'm saying? So marketing strategies and all that, that's really the plan for real.
What would you say like your top song is out right now?
My top song definitely is between two. It's March 14th, which is a story I made, about me and my brother in my life. It really, let the fans get into like my heart and my inside more. And then I had a song called Different where I was more so up tempo and I was just flowing. I was more so popping my shit. So those two songs are really like what carried the 30K on the tape.
All right, so what would you say is like next for you? What can we expect in the near future?
So in the near future, I wanted to really show exactly like how versatile I am. Because like I was saying before, I came from a singing background, you know what I'm saying? So I got the vibe, I got the rap, I got, the melodies, I got everything. And I just want to be able to showcase that and be different from, a lot of people that's in the city. That's how you get more people to just navigate towards you, though.
All right, where can the people, the fans, the supporters, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on all platforms at Cashbags 50, Instagram, Twitter, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever platform you use to, listen to music or scroll on the socials with.